This is a free full chapter of the book, 9 Analogies of Consciousness. Chapter 1. Consciousness is the center. Imagine this. Every treasure you've chased, every answer, every piece, every spark of the divine sits right here, beneath your feet. Yet you've been scouring the horizon. You rummaged through faded memories, half-formed futures, borrowed gods and whispered enlightenments, blind to the single door that swings wide this moment. Not the now you think about, but the raw, trembling aliveness pulsing through you, the faint hum behind your eyes, the tide of your breath, the vast, wordless quiet threading through every sound. Consciousness isn't a lens you peer through. It's the eye itself, unblinking, ever-present. Shift your gaze inward, see from it, not at it, and the world cracks open. Rupert Spira puts it like this: consciousness is that which all experience appears in, that which all experience is known by, and that out of which all experience is made. It's not a box holding your life, it is your life, shape-shifting into every sight, every murmur, every fleeting ache. To catch this isn't to grasp a secret, it's to see that the birdsong outside, the thought in your skull, the warmth on your skin, all ripple from the same source, awareness itself, wearing endless masks. Lean into that. The world doesn't fade, it ignites. The mundane turns radiant. A coffee mug gleams like a relic. A stranger's glance carries eternity. This isn't verse spun for effect. It's the unvarnished truth of what's here when you stop running. The present isn't a bridge from yesterday to tomorrow. It's the whole damn stage. Every act, every scene, unfolding in a single, boundless instant. Memories, projections, they're shadows cast now, but flickers of imagination dressed as history or hope. Time isn't a river you ride, it's a mirage you paint, stroke by stroke in this endless, unbroken moment. There's no then to flee to, no soon to chase. Only this, cloaked in 1,000 costumes. The ancients knew it. The Tao slips through words because it's not a prize to clutch, it's a stillness to sink into. Gnostic scribes called the divine the silence beyond sound, a presence too vast for names. The Vedas sing of the self as Satchidananda, existence, consciousness, bliss, not a peak to climb, but a depth to uncover. Meister Eckhart, that wild 13th century mystic, saw it too. There is a place in the soul untouched by time or space or any created thing. That place isn't elsewhere. It's here. It's you, stripped of story. This isn't a pause in your grind, it's the ground beneath it all. Every triumph, every scar, every half-remembered dream, it's all born now. The past is a ghost, the future a guess. Both kneel to the present they can't outrun. Eckhart Tolle called it the narrow gate, and he's dead right. It's not a grand archway, it's a whisper, a sliver. But step through, really see, and the self you've hauled around melts into the awareness that was always looking out. Your mind hates this. It feeds on tangles, plotting, regretting, dissecting, yearning. Presence doesn't play that game. It doesn't strut or strain. It simply is. And the you that spots it, that's the quiet before the first thought was ever spun. Try this. Let your attention drop. Not to think, but to feel. The air brushing your skin, the weight of your hands, the soft rhythm of your chest rising, falling. Don't label it, don't chase it, just rest there, see what stirs. Thought quiets, time blurs, something ancient and steady rises, a space that doesn't judge, doesn't rush, doesn't end. Awareness is your forgotten sense, not a tool to aim, but a tide to ride. Relax into it, and you're not just seeing the room, you're the seeing itself. The silence beneath the hum, the stillness cradling every motion. You've tasted this before. A sunset that pinned you in place, colors bleeding into a hush, a child's giggle yanking you from your spiral, a breeze out of nowhere, a glint off glass, a line in a song that struck like lightning. You weren't plotting, you weren't rehearsing, you were here, and in that here, you were complete. Awakening isn't a mountain to scale or a halo to earn. It's a breath you already hold. A pause where the chatter fades and you know, this is it. This has always been it. Consciousness isn't a guest in your body. It's the host, tasting the world through your skin. You're not a figure moving through time. You're the timeless, watching itself unfold. In Hindu thought, the Atman, the soul's true face, stands beyond clocks, beyond wounds, beyond names. Touch presence, and you're not building a new you. You're shedding the costume to reveal what never left. Jesus whispered it too. The kingdom of heaven is within you. What's within that time can't touch. What's here now unbroken? Not a sermon, just the living pulse of awareness staring back. Here's the quiet marvel. Nothing needs to shift for you to see this. No quest, no polish, no perfect score. The gate's already flung wide. Stand in your kitchen, the shower, the street, anywhere and attend. The chair beneath you, the hum of the world, the breath threading through. Don't analyze, feel. Thought slows. The illusion of later softens. A depth unfurls, steady and vast. You've brushed it 1,000 times, grabbing a fork, rinsing a plate, waiting for a light to change. The shift isn't in the scene, it's in the seeing. Ever stood in a store, frozen by the stillness of it all? No trigger, no fanfare, just the buzz of lights, the weight of your own being. A sudden knowing that this is more than it seems. That's the gate cracking open. It doesn't shout, it doesn't need to. It waits, patient as stone, for you to turn toward it. And what's there? Not a vision, not a bang, just this, naked, undistorted. Reality unshackled from the tales you've tied it in. The Sufis knew, die before you die. Not a grave, but a shedding of the separate self, the mind's restless dance. Let the ego hush and what peers out. Not a stranger, just you, unfiltered, awake. Presence isn't a far-off shrine. It's the felt core of being right here, stripped bare. Touch it, even for a heartbeat, and it's like stepping into a current older than stars. Your awareness isn't a spark in the dark. It's a thread woven through every gaze, every sigh, every soul that's ever stopped to ask, what is this? Clarity doesn't need a mountaintop. It blooms in the mundane, mid-step, mid-breath when you dare to mean it. Take one inhale, not to judge it, not to shape it, just to be it. Feel it rise, spread, fade. That's the entry. Not a trick, just the truth of what's already humming. You're not chasing life. You are life, spilling out in real time. The awareness tracing these words is the same that marveled at fireflies, that swam in dreams, that stands beyond years. It doesn't age, it doesn't wander. It's you, timeless, whole. Why lose it then? Because the forgetting carves the joy of return. Because finding home in the chaos of a Tuesday afternoon makes the ordinary holy. Because waking up again and again to what's always been here, that's the sacred game. Stay still and it shimmers. In the gaps between thoughts, in the weight of a glance, in the echo of a memory you never owned, a knowing too deep for words. You're not perched atop the world. You're woven into it, eyes wide. You never had to hunt for this. Consciousness is presence, alive, immediate, infinite, and now is its heartbeat. But this isn't a solitary song. Rest here and you'll feel it. Your stillness isn't yours alone. Each breath you draw trades with the world's pulse. Each sensation, each fleeting thought mirrors something larger, a vastness you don't just touch but belong to. Awareness doesn't stop at your edges. It spills outward, threading into a tapestry you're only beginning to glimpse. A web, alive and boundless, waiting for you to see it whole.